Hi, it's me again, Itai, JEWISHcolorado Shaliach, back with another Israel update. I was hoping to focus not on the political this time, but as the political situation has changed so much since my last update, I figured we would focus on this. And next week, hopefully, we can talk about other issues going on in Israel. Obviously, the way Israel is dealing with the corona outbreak and other issues as well. So on my last update, we were still waiting to see if Edelstein would adhere to the court's ruling or not. I'm sad to tell you that he didn't. But on the positive side, he didn't disobey it either. Speaker Edelstein decided to resign, and he quoted the court's overstepping as the reason for his resignation. In response to his resignation, the court granted the most senior member of Knesset, Amir Peretz from Labor, the power to convene the General Assembly and to decide on the agenda. As a result of the ruling, the Amir Peretz did convene the General Assembly, and on Thursday, they elected a new Speaker of the Knesset. Now, the arrangement in blue and white, an internal arrangement between the different parties that form blue and white, they had an agreement that Meir Cohen from Yair Lapid's Yesh Atid would be their candidate. Despite that arrangement, Gantz submitted his own candidacy against the opinion of his partners, Lapid and Ya'alon. This led to the dissolution of Blue and White into two separate parties. As you may know, Blue and White was not one single party to start with. It was a conglomerate of three different parties, one led by Moshe Ya'alon, one led by Yair Lapid, and one led by Gantz. So now Yair Lapid and Ya'alon split off and stick together, and Gantz became an independent new party. Gantz was elected to be the Speaker of the Knesset, but surprisingly, not with the support of those who were his political partners up until a few hours before that vote. No, he was elected with the support of Netanyahu's right-wing bloc, which consists of Likud, Yahadut HaTorah and Shas, the Haredi parties, and Yemina. And on the other side, his former political partners, Lapid, Ya'alon, and Lieberman, were actually voted against or abstained or did not show up to vote at all. Gantz's decision, on the one hand, was a betrayal of agreements with his own political partners and led to a breaking up of the party, but on the other side, opens the way to a unity government. Now, Netanyahu is in better terms to negotiate with Gantz on the terms of that unity government that they are talking about. What does that mean? Before, Gantz stood in the head of a 33 MK, members of Knesset party. Now he only has 17. Before, he could fall back to his original plan, which was a government without Likud. Now there is no such government because Blue and White broke off. So the negotiation between Gantz and Netanyahu on a unity government, we foresee that it will be a very tough one for Gantz in the new circumstances that have arrived. But why did I say that Gantz's decision opens the way to unity government? Because Netanyahu had stated that a Speaker of Knesset from Yair Lapid's Yesh Atid party would be a deal breaker for Likud. Why? Because Yair Lapid is against any government led by Netanyahu. Even in the face of Corona, Yair Lapid is not willing to bend on that. And that is why Netanyahu made it very clear to Gantz that if he wanted to move forward with a unity government, he had to find a way to prevent Yair Lapid's Yesh Atid party from getting the office of the Speaker of the Knesset. Now, what does the public in Israel feel about this? So, as always, opinions are split. Gantz's critics feel betrayed. They feel he betrayed his voters by going with Netanyahu because one of the major reasons people voted for Blue and White was to replace Netanyahu. And now they're talking about going to a unity government with Netanyahu. It is worth noting that the government has not been formed yet. The negotiations are still going and have not finished yet, so we still don't know where this is going. Critics also say that Gantz won't really be able to influence policy under Netanyahu. Many leaders have tried before, and most of them, if not all of them, are not in the political world in Israel anymore and found themselves outside of even of their own parties. On the other side, there are many Israelis that feel that Gantz took a difficult leadership decision in order to allow the Israeli government to properly address the extreme challenges posed by the coronavirus outbreak. Without the unity government, it is very difficult to move forward, even more so if we are going to a fourth election. And that is what Gantz said in his speech after becoming prime minister, after becoming Speaker of the Knesset. He said we must have a unity government in order to deal with those challenges. Only time will tell whether Gantz paved his way to the prime minister's office with his leadership decision or ended his short-lived political career under Netanyahu. I would love to hear your opinions about this, any questions you may have. Obviously, this is a very complex situation and there's a lot to untangle, and it's difficult to do it in a few minutes video, but I'm absolutely open to making more videos once you give me your questions on the comments on this video. Shabbat Shalom.